Hey y'all, Natalie here for a cherry on top, and it's already March. So what? Today is the YouTube hop for the design team, and we're focusing on multiple photos and texture paste. So let's get started here. I'm doing this Valentine's layout. I know it's not the month of love, but hey, I just took these pictures, so I need to tell the story. So I have these 6 photos from our Valentine's evening, and I have this hot pink paper from my stash, and it matches really well with the Simple Stories bits and pieces little ephemera pack that I have there. It's got all these super punny die cuts, and they're super adorable. So I cut two strips of the hot pink paper, and I'm going to put them on the side kind of like that and situate the photos. And then I grab one of my favorite punches, the large scallop from EK Success. I got this from Cherry on Top, and it's one of my favorites ever. I use it all the time. And I did 2 strips of red paper to go down the sides. And then I decided that the pink strips are too big, so I do go back and trim those up to about 2 inches each. And that's what I'm about to do here. I see my trusty LBR Memory Keepers paper cutter. It is very old, or been loved. It's been loved. So that's what I'm thinking. And I want to take this stencil from ACOT March. It's these cool dots that kind of remind me of leopard print, which I love. And I'm going to put it in 3 separate sections on the page, kind of peeking out from under the scallop die cut paper. So what I've done here is I have this memory hardware from Prima Marketing. It's artisan powder, and the color is Trianon Patina, and it's this gorgeous turquoise color that is in those die cuts as well. So I mixed that with Tim Holtz Distress Collage Medium in matte, and now I'm just running it through that stencil in a few spots. So I like to do things in odd numbers for it to be visually pleasing. So I create kind of a visual triangle with my 3 blobs of texture paste here. So I made that one kind of bigger, and then I'll make the other one go at the top of the page and kind of run off the page. And it just gives a really great texture and a great pop of that blue color to kind of bring in the die cuts with the red and pink paper, kind of marry it all together. So I let that dry, and there's a close-up of it. And now I'm going to grab some hot pink spray, and I'm going to make splatters on each of the texture paste blobs. And the splatters go off the page, but that's okay. I mean, it's a messy look I'm going for. Now, I will say I did not use gesso on this page. That's the great thing about texture paste, is it usually isn't really that wet, so you don't need gesso. And the splatters don't require gesso either. So if you're not super into like waiting for things to dry, texture paste takes a while, but you can use your heat gun to speed that up. But you don't typically need gesso when you're using texture paste, so that's cool. I'm just going to rough up the edges of those hot pink papers and make sure that the triangles on them are going in the same direction when I adhere them down to the page. Like I said earlier, this is a YouTube hop for the design team for a cherry on top. If you hop along and leave comments on all of the YouTube videos, you will be entered to win store credit, so that's really cool. I'm going to put the lineup down below in the comments. And there's just 4 of us on the team, so it's a super quick hop and a great chance to win. And the cherry on top has everything in the store. I'm also going to put my affiliate links down below where you can find these products in the store. So I've adhered down my pattern paper now over my dried mixed media, and it's time to start figuring out. Oh, I have these really cute stickers. They're Valentine's themed from American Crafts, and there's no numbers though. But since all of the die cuts have a lot of words on them, I didn't think I needed a super crazy title. So I just went with Feb 14 because it tells the story of our day and what we did. So I printed some journaling with some pink ink, and then I'm going to back it there with some pink paper that kind of matches the other paper that's already on the page. And there we have it. That's kind of what I'm going for. I think about moving the title over here where the blob isn't, but I do think that the turquoise texture paste is a really good anchor for that title. And otherwise, the page would be a little bit too busy. I need that negative space there for my eye to rest. So I end up moving the title back over there onto the texture paste. And I make sure when I adhere it all down to make the title overlap the journaling just the tiniest a bit, because I feel like that gives cohesion. Nothing's floating out by itself. I love to add lots of layers and textures. So that's how I kind of bring them all together. So now I'm just going through and I'm adding in the die cuts that I would like. I'd already narrowed them down probably by half from the pack, and now I'm going through and narrowing them down again because I can't put them all on. I do kind of have a self-imposed rule of I don't want too many dies that say words. I'm probably at my max on this layout. So what I do to combat that is over there on the left, all three of the main die cuts that I chose have a phrase on them. So I just make sure that they're offset. So one's on one side of the paper photo, then the next one's on the other side of the photo, and vice versa. Just to kind of, like I said, give your eye a place to land and rest and focus on just one thing at a time. But I do try to make sure I have plenty of icons added in with the things that say words. And that's why a lot of times when I'm using die cuts, I will also add in stamped images that don't say anything, because I love the punny titles and everything, but too much is going to take away from my title and my journaling, which I want the reader to pay attention to. So yeah, there we have it. This just tells the story of our plans on Valentine's night. And then we had a rare icy storm come through Nashville. And then we basically got snowed in for an entire week. And good thing we love each other, because it was a long week together. But anyway, this started it off. Our plans were changed. We were going to attend a virtual concert, and that got postponed. But we watched a movie with our boys instead, and it was super fun. Like I said, I'm going to link down below to the channel lineup for the hop, as well as to a cherry on top. I hope you guys will hop along with us and leave comments on everybody's videos. One last thing at the end, I'm going to go through and add some red matte sequins, because I don't have any sparkle, if you can believe it or not, on this page. So I just kept my sequins matte, because it's not like we could leave them off entirely, right? But let me know down below if you have any questions, and I always love to hear your comments, and love to respond to you guys. And please give me a like and a follow. I really appreciate you watching, and you guys have a great March. Bye, y'all.